Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians Cast, episode 743. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris out. What's up, Chris?
Man, this
What's
is gonna
up?
be too much.
What's up, Sally?
Hello.
Hello, Sally. All right, first of all, let's get through this episode, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Chris, should I watch this again?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What's your opinion of it, Chris?
I loved this. I thought this was. I honestly, I like this better than Face the Raven. I thought this was a fantastic episode with Peter Capaldi basically being the only actor in the whole show, apart from Clara a little bit. And I loved the. I think they could have explained the ending better, but I really liked the ending. It really shows him going through the last struggle to get to a certain place. And I really liked it. I liked the design of the episode. I thought the veil was a little disappointing, but I mean it made sense. And all in all, I think Capaldi nailed it as the Doctor again. He's there's no doubt that he's my favorite Doctor now. And I don't know, I liked it a lot. I really did.
Okay, Sally?
Oh, if he doesn't get an award for this episode, I'm going to be really mad. Because it was just awesome.
Okay. Okay, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He did this for millions of years.
Billions.
Billions of years.
And he died and copied himself?
Yeah.
So he's not really the original Doctor now?
Well,
or?
Technically what they were trying to say is that whenever you use teleportation, you're not your original self. So I wouldn't look too much into that.
So like Star Trek when you beat him
he's
out,
still the Doctor. It's not they're not going to do anything.
So let's forget about that. All right, so so everything reverted back except for the room where the TARDIS was in. Well, I'm sorry, except for the room where everything reverted back except for the room that was diamonds.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And every time he shattered it, he kept punching it until it cracked, which took billions of years.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And that whole scene about him being in the TARDIS, what is that?
That was in his mind. That was kind of like his place of zen. Like when he's in a bad way, that's where he imagines himself, and that's where it's kind of like his mind palace.
Right.
From
so in
Sherlock.
other words, I see. Yeah. So in other words, Clara's talking to him. That's his way to calm himself.
Yeah.
How to beat this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So he did this for billions of years. Finally went through, and it's Gallifrey.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he says the hybrid is me.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't mean that he's the hybrid. It could mean that he's talking about me, meaning a shoulder.
Could be, yeah.
Okay, now here's another thing. Didn't they hire him? Didn't they hire Shilda to bring him there?
It certainly looks that way.
So why would they, be afraid of a Shilda if they're the ones that hired him?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
And this regeneration thing, okay? Here's another thing, right? Does he give Clara a regeneration?
Oh, that's a good question too. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay, here's the thing. Either he gives Clara a regeneration because she's there on Gallifrey. We saw her. Or he's...
Just so you guys know who's watching, we're talking about the trailer for the next episode.
Oh, yes, okay,
now.
I apologize. Yeah. Okay, guys, in case you want to know, if you want to see the two trailers, we will put them in the links below this video. The Weeping Angels are in the next episode. It is friggin' amazing. It's on Gallifrey. He punches an old guy in the face.
Not just an old guy. That's the guy from the 50th anniversary special.
Doctor! That's the guy that's screaming, Doctor! He punches that guy in the face. All right? So the 50th is made up of Weeping Angels, Gallifrey, and the Doctor punching an old guy in the face. And Clara.
And Shielda talking to the Sisterhood of Karn for some reason.
Right. Okay, so I don't know what to think here. So either he gives a regeneration to Clara. Now he used regeneration energy in this, or no? What was that about? Or he electrified himself?
He electrocuted himself.
But he didn't use regeneration energy.
No,
okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. So that thing that he appeared in, they teleported him there.
Yeah.
So, like, what was the purpose of him electrocuting himself? To leave a message to himself?
No, it was to power the teleporter itself.
But
that's
why?
What he said. I'm burning up myself so that a new version of me can be made.
Okay, so in other words, they teleported him there the first time.
Yep.
And he wasn't leaving, but you saw him leaving messages for himself.
Yeah, because he knew that he was going to come back.
So in other words, if the thing reverts back to the beginning, that's technically the Doctor arriving for the first time, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So he doesn't really spend billions of years, or yet he does.
Well, from his perspective, it's like billions of years.
But it's like a day and a half, he was saying.
But really, it's only a short while because there have been so many versions of him doing the same thing that think about it, like when that last version got there, he would only be there the length of the episode, basically.
So could it mean that there was only 12 of him that did it? Because he says, I am 12?
I mean...
I am the 12th version?
I think it was telling him just to... I think that whoever wrote that, whichever version of him wrote that, was just telling him to make sure he gets to room 12, because that's kind of what sets everything off.
Okay.
After he gets there, remember the door opens, he goes through, and then his journey kind of continues.
So they basically set the trap for him to rot in hell forever. Yeah. The Time Lords.
That's what he said. He said, this is like my own personal hell.
So in other words, he saves them, and they basically screwed him over.
Judging from the next trailer, it doesn't look like they're done screwing him over.
Well, here's the thing now. Here's where this plays. At the end of the 50th, you see his eyes. Does he undo what he did and destroy Gallifrey?
It could be.
By screwing up the calculations?
Could be. I mean, he could completely undo it all and get rid of Gallifrey again.
But then wouldn't he prevent himself from getting regenerations? I mean, this is kind of a timey-wimey thing.
Because if they're... What I think they have to do is, at some point, they have to show him going back and saving Gallifrey.
And that didn't happen yet.
Because technically for him that didn't happen yet. And if they don't show that, that's going to be really confusing because we're always going to be wondering when in his timeline did he do that.
Okay. Why is Moffat confusing us?
I don't think he's confusing us. I just don't think we're at that point yet. I think we will get to that point eventually.
So in other words, he saves them, and they give him regenerations, and then they put him in hell.
Could be.
Could be.
And he's pissed off now because he's out. And like, you're done. I want Clara back, and you're done. So in other words, we saw in the trailer the prophecy means to heal his heart, he'll destroy billions of hearts. Meaning that if they don't bring Clara back, he'll blow up Gallifrey.
He thinks it's the Time Lords that did it, when really the Time Lords had nothing to do with it because they didn't know that Clara was going to die. But he's blaming them for it.
But who hired them?
Right, I know.
Hired Shielda.
Right, but think about this, though. They only hired a Shielda to bring the Doctor there. To bring the Doctor there, she used Rigsy, right? But it was Rigsy and Clara who came up with the whole... Actually, it was just Clara to move the quantum shade to her.
But in other words, they hired her, right? Did they hire her or somebody else hired her?
Either they did or the Sisterhood of Karn or the Motherhood of Karn, whatever they're called.
Or did Missy hire her?
Well, I have an idea about what happened in that trailer, too, but I personally think that I don't believe that the Time Lords had anything to do with Clara dying. I think that they totally have no knowledge that she's even dead.
Okay, but... All right, so... But still, You're saying that they wouldn't want her dead because they listened to her giving him the regenerations, and they
No, no.
wouldn't.
What I'm saying is, right,
First of all,
Clara's...
Clara's the reason that they're saved.
Right.
So he's going to tell them, look, she convinced me not to kill you. You got to restore her.
Right.
And then they're going to like, oh, crap. And they're like, all right. And that's what's going to happen. They're
Right.
going to save Clara because she's the one that made him save them.
Well, I think what I'm saying here, it probably has to lead into that, because they didn't hire a Shielda to kill Clara. They hired a Shielda to bring the doctor to the street,
Right.
and then get him there. What happened with Clara was totally inconsequential to what they were trying to do. That just happened out of nowhere. And I think what's going to happen is he's going to say, well, then why did you kill Clara? And they're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? We don't even know who she is. And then he's going to realize.
They know who
well,
she is.
Even if they do, he's going to realize, oh, that's right. They didn't want her to die. They didn't even know she was going to be there.
But maybe they'll help him.
That's what I'm saying. Once they hear that she's dead,
right?
Once they hear that she's dead and it's kind of their fault, sort of, they'll be like, oh, well, we'll fix this.
But at a price.
Yeah.
Because they're a bunch of douches.
Of course.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Time Lords, you know.
Right, they're a bunch of douches, right. All right, so this episode reminded me a lot of these episodes reminded me about Tom Baker's episodes. Like when I think it was Romana and the Doctor were caught in a time loop and they kept repeating themselves.
Yeah.
That reminds me of this episode. A lot of these things reminded me of Tom Baker. The Davros two-parter. I mean, is Moffat just sitting back and taking notes and watching the classic series, and he's like, all right, I'm going to take this from this episode, this from this episode, I'm going to turn an episode out of it. Is that what he's doing, you think?
I mean, it's better than stealing things from other shows, because that would be plagiarism, but I think him borrowing things or ideas from other episodes of Doctor Who, I don't necessarily see anything wrong with that,
Right.
But as long as he doesn't make it too obvious, you know?
So now, is there anything in this episode that pissed anybody off? Because I don't really see anything that pissed me off other than the fact...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was say I agree. I don't. I wasn't angered by anything.
I mean, what was the thing that's supposed to split the fan base? The finale?
Probably.
Okay. Did he say anything that I missed in this episode that he said the truth?
He said he left Gallifrey not because he was bored. And whenever he said that was a lie, he said he left because he was afraid.
He was afraid. He was afraid of himself.
Probably.
So he ran away from them. He ran away from himself. Which would be a paradox if it was the hybrid Daleks, because he didn't even know the Daleks existed until later on.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you know. Sally?
Yes.
What do you think of this?
I love this episode. This was awesome.
Yeah.
I will have to watch it again because I know I've missed stuff.
Yeah, I know I missed stuff too, and I'm a little pissed off that the last second and a half tapped out and didn't record on my DVR, and I'm watching it live, and the thing just jumped 2 seconds, and I'm like, no! And I'm like flipping out and trying to get it. Oh my God. The last 2 seconds could be everything in the show. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Freaking thing, man. Now, what was in an hour? That's the finale. That's an hour, because this didn't seem like it was an hour. Are we supposed to get an hour-long finale?
Well, aren't Doctor Who episodes always an hour long?
45 minutes with commercials.
Oh, I don't know. I guess the next
supposed
one.
to be an hour though.
I'm guessing the next one is going to be
But
limited commercial interruption.
I thought that they reported that the both finales are an hour. The two-part finale. I guess it's not a two-part finale. I guess it's just. I don't know what the hell to think of this.
Well, I have to say, I mean, Face the Raven was great. This was even better. I'm hoping next week is going to be the best because, you know, we always have that Moffat thing where he's great with the first part but bad with the second part, but this is kind of like a three-parter, so...
Now we got some Hellbent promo pics
Mm-hmm.
we're going to share on here. And this is spoilers, guys. We already spoiled the crap out of you, but I'm going to spoil it again. So, okay, you ready for this? I'm going to screen share now. Okay, so you guys see that?
Yep.
Yep.
He's got his guitar. Okay, so...
That's the cafe.
Yep. So these people are just Gallifreyans that are not Time Lords? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Why are they dressed like humans?
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh,
That guy's getting punched.
that's the president.
He's the president? Where's Rassilon? I thought Rassilon was the
Well,
president.
there was a leaked cast thing. I don't know if you want me to say it on here, but there was a
There he
leaked
is.
list. There was a leaked list of casting, and they said one of them was the president, the general or the captain, and the woman.
Right, there's the woman.
Yeah.
Right. So Rassilon, oh, what the hell?
What is that?
What's
What? Weeping Angels. They tied him up.
Yo, the Time Lords
So-
don't care.
Oh! Who's that they tied up? Wait.
The Time Lords don't care. They'll get in a Weeping Angel's face and they'll blink all they want.
Yeah! That's probably Rassilon.
Probably.
That's... Which Cyberman is that? The Cyberman or...
Those are the ones before the ones introduced in Nightmare and Silver.
Okay, those are Weeping Angels, and they're kind of screwed right there. Dalek's screwed. Man, they don't even care. Look at that. That's got to be Rassilon. Wait, is that a glove? I'm trying to see. In the other hand, is that a glove?
I can't
I can't tell.
any hands at all, to tell you the truth.
Right there, man. Right where that person's pointing to.
Oh. Could
Is
be.
that Clara? I don't even know what that is either. Oh, man. So he wins the day, and they put her in the damn friggin' cafe. I don't even know. This doesn't even look like it's Gallifrey. It looks like it's like, you know, a town called Mercy. I mean, what the hell is
yeah,
this?
it does.
it does, doesn't it?
This guy needs a regeneration. Yeah. And when are the Sisterhood of Karn just like hanging out there? That's kind of weird. Now, when they say Gallifrey, right, he went to visit his planet, right? Or is it necessarily the dome is somewhere else? I thought he saved the whole planet.
He did.
Okay, so this is the planet is just somewhere else. Alright, so basically the Time Lords are serious business. They just take everybody out.
That dialect reminds me of Clara from Asylum of the Dialects.
Oh, man. What if they say that's the only person they could save is the Oswin Oswald from Asylum, and they say just
I'm all
take
for
that.
that.
Just take that. Imagine. They're like, we can't save the real Clara, but we can save one of herselves and restore her. Oswin Oswald of Starship Alaska.
Maybe that's the only way to pacify him. Like, maybe he's literally like destroying the Time Lords, and they're like, all right, we'll bring her back. Jeez.
Oh my God.
Because to me, that looks like the exact same dialect. I could be wrong. I'll have to watch it again, but
Now, where the hell is his TARDIS? On Earth?
Mm-hmm.
So he's in another TARDIS, though, obviously. Looked like he was in another TARDIS or something.
Where?
On Gallifrey. In the trailer of Hell. I'm sorry, guys. We're talking riddles to you. We seen the 2 trailers of Hellbent, and it looked like there was another TARDIS that he was in, a white TARDIS or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like a regular TARDIS.
I don't know.
So what could this regeneration be? This. Like, who's regenerating? What the heck is that? Is it Clara that they give the regeneration energy to?
Well, I had an idea. Like, what if that's actually Missy's regeneration? Like, we see the Master regenerating into her, and that was like in the past, and she's involved in this episode somehow.
Is this? Could it be that they split the Doctor into another person or something? The Valyard? They create the Valyard?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Because Scribe just said something to me about that. Strange regeneration in progress, almost like a dividing regeneration. So, all right, guys, I have to watch this a couple times before I give my rating, but the ending says it all, and I just can't wait for Hellbent. The trailers are amazing. We're gonna have them below, okay? So check them out. Anything else, Chris?
Oh man, I'm gonna give it like an 8.5.
Sally?
I love this.
It was an awesome episode. I can't wait to see the finale.
What are you gonna give it, Sally?
Probably, yeah, I'll give it an 8.5 too. It was pretty.
All right,
It was good.
I'm gonna hold my rating, guys, because I want to get the complete package in. So I want to be able to see those 3 seconds that I lost, and see a rebroadcast of it. So other than that, guys, have a great night. Take care. Bye for now.